buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Jackson now to return. Oh, now he bowls him over. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for, got his man, it's caught. Touchdown. Jaguars, as his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ready? Flag 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Hard throw, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Ready? 125. Where's that?
On play action, Winston. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Third and short yardage, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. He'll spot it at the 18-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyus Bowser coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that'll set him back 5. Second down, Winston. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Ready? Black, 22.
Third and long for Winston. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Who ready? Where's that? Where's that?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. So that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready? Blue lady. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop that...
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's a give to Fournette. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready? Blue lady.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. Sharks got it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready. Ready we go. Players up.
First down, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go now.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready. Blue ready. Boys up. Boys up.
From the red zone now, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. And even 40 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Winston. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ready. Blue ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ready. Black to the two.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Going up top. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast, and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Jameis now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go now.
To throw is Winston. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Jackson on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Hurry up, here we go!
On third down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Winston. Fighting through pressure. And Winston lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down throw for Winston. That one complete. He finds Shark. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Winston looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their 1st of this second half. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ready. Blue ready.
Jameis again. And that is incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
3-19! 3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Play action. Now Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll run it here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.